Alright, I'd like to conduct a little experiment here. Okay, what we have here is a piece of scrap fiberglass. You can see it's a little flexible. Okay, what I'm going to try to do for you, alright, is I'm going to show you how to, using a heat gun, there's my heat gun, by the way, and bend the fiberglass into a new shape. Now this can help you in certain cases where you find that the fiberglass is not doing or fitting the way it should. Okay? Now, one thing I want you to always realize, we heat the raw side. This is the raw side. This is the Joko side. We don't want to mess with the Joko side. We always heat the raw side. Okay? Now, always heat the raw side. Let me plug in my thing, and I'm going to set this up where we can actually move it. Now, for the purposes of our demonstration, I have secured this with a vice grip and a strap. The strap has no weight at all. It's just there to hold it. Now, I turn my heat gun on. Put it on high. You can actually see it get red hot here in a second. I have to watch this with my camera. There she goes. Now she's getting nice and red. Now, I go in here and I'm going to warm this up. Now, the trick here, you can actually see it bending. Okay, the trick here is to get it to the right temperature and monitor it. Here's my monitor. It's a laser. It allows me to measure the temperature. Okay, this is still pretty cold. Okay, so I'm going to apply a little bit more heat. We're going to try to get it up around 150. That's when she should start to bend real good, okay? Now, I'm going to hit this a little more. You can see she's starting to bend some more. Okay? I don't want to overbend this. Remember, this is just, what I'm doing here is I'm just showing you how it can be bent. I'm not making an actual bend that I want to do. Okay, 142. I'm going to call that close. Alright, now, I'm going to take a break. We're going to let this thing cool down. Once it's cooled down, then I'm going to show you what the results were. I have no clue what's going to happen next. Alright, now just a review. We've applied heat to the piece of fiberglass. We put some weight on it here to allow it to bend when we heated it up. I've measured it. Here we go with the laser measurement. It's back to a nice 98, 99, which means it's as cool as the rest of the shop. Okay, is here in Miami. Now, let's see what our results are. There we go. Bent back a little bit. Now let's take off the thing. Now, you may notice that it does have a little memory. However, it used to be way straighter than that. So effectively, we have bent the fiberglass. Now, we can do this on a number of different areas. One of the areas we did it the other day was we did it on the hood, believe it or not. Using a strap, we pulled the sides of the hood in at the rear. We did this on a this particular 34 right there. I bent the fiberglass on the hood. I also bent the fiberglass on the underdash, so the underdash fit better on this car as well. I did it on this corner right there. we bent it in so that it fit better when we installed the underdash. When that's installed, I'll show you how it works. But for right now, here's our bent fiberglass piece. You see it has a pronounced bend. Now, normally I would do this overnight. I'd leave it in this position overnight so everything cured back. Now, if you're wondering where this piece came from, I'll be happy to show you. So you can tell this is the piece that came off of here. Okay? As you can see, it no longer has a shape. This is scrap. I'm going to be trimming this some more. This is the actual windshield molding for our Willys. And this is a scrap piece of fiberglass. Now, there was some cracking in here on the Joker. You cannot see it now, but I assure you, it did crack. Let me see, if we can bend it, maybe I can show you. See the cracks? This will have to be resurfaced if we're ever going to use it. We're not going to, though. Okay, this is purely for instructional purposes only. But you can see how easy that was to bend. It took me a whole maybe 5-10 minutes set up, figure out how much it would bend. When we're doing a precise bend, it takes a little bit more time to set up and to figure out how much we want to bend it. I generally heat the fiberglass on the raw side up to 150 degrees or maybe a little bit more, and I have to saturate a large area so that it moves without cracking. We don't want to make very sharp bends. Okay, again, there's my cheap infrared laser thermometer. Okay, I use this for a number of different things. I actually use this, believe it or not, to check the headers on the Cobra to see if all spark plugs are firing. I count the headers one by one with the thing and with the temperature gauge, and the cold one is not firing. Okay, so that's it for today. We're done for today, and I want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. Okay, we've had our own little fireworks here today.